to me. Today we're going to meet Jamala. I like Jamala. I've invested most of my time in Jamala. We got to the house the other day and I seen some things that I've seen before, prior relationships.
You didn't like it?
Don't like it. Again, I just want your honest opinion.
Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book 91. We're talking to you guys about Ready to Love, and we're dealing with Jamala and Randall. Again, apologies for where I'm situated. I'm getting ready to go back to the UK after leaving DC. I'm still here, but I'm about to go. But we're talking about Randall, and we're talking about obviously Jamala's situation. And I really want to bring this to you. When you see the red flags from the past, you don't run to, you run from. Okay, when you see the red flags from the past, you don't run to, you run from. You just heard him say, I saw some things I saw in my past relationship, I saw in the house. And I said this, and I put this on a video a few weeks ago, and I said, Randall should run from Jamala, right? Because as much as, and she, you know what, we're going to have a video about this when I'm back in the UK, she explained the insecurity, and I agree with her, part of her, in terms of her explanation of what insecurity actually is, what she saw and what she felt in that moment. It partly was insecurity, but more was jealousy. And she deals with, that's how she deals with jealousy in a particular way, right? Where she gets territorial. That's what when people say they're territorial, what they really mean is they're jealous. And I can tell you that for free, because you know what? I used to say the exact same thing. Oh, I'm territorial. No, player, you are a jealous person. And what you need to understand is, what you need to be doing is communicating how you feel. It's okay to feel jealous. It's what you do in that jealousy. I want to say this for you again, for anybody out there. It's okay to feel what you feel. You can feel jealous, you can feel envious, you can feel angry, you can feel frustrated, you can feel disappointed, you can feel disgusted, sick, whatever. But don't act in that feeling. Sometimes you got to give yourself some time. And you know what's really interesting? It's been happening to me the last few days. And you know what? Me and Tori were having a joke about this as well. Shout out to Tori from Ready to Love DC. And we were talking about, we meant to talk about this emotional regulation situation. But let me just say this now for free. I'm saying it for free. I am a person who, had to learn this, last 4 years ago, and I'm still learning how to separate the emotion from the actual act. So what happens is, I get frustrated, I get annoyed by what you did. But in that immediate moment, what I don't want to do, I don't want to act. Because if I act, I'm going to act in that emotion. I'm going to say something that I don't want to say. And then you know what? It's really funny because it happened earlier on this week where something happened and I was like, I wanted to go in and be like, I was like, nah, chill. Don't act in that. You're feeling it right now, but when you calm down, you're gonna have a much more clearer head. Even the way you text, even the way you call, even the way you say certain tones of word, it's gonna come out differently. I want to give myself that time rather than reacting in that immediate moment, because I want to shut you down immediately and let you know you ain't gonna talk to me like that. But the problem is, when you do that, you cause further damage for the relationships. And I'm gonna calm down, and then I'm gonna have a conversation. Right? I'm gonna wait till I've calmed down, because then the emotions, I'm not at my emotional arousal. And we're going to talk about this as well in another day, about emotional arousal. We've gone from emotional regulation to emotional arousal. And what that means is, when you are fully aroused emotionally and there is a whole bunch of things going on in your mind and it's ticking and running, this is not the time to now start telling people how you feel, because at that moment you're red hot. And how you want to articulate yourself might not come out the way you need to come out. And you can lose a friend, you can lose a lover, you can lose time, energy, money. Don't do it. Cool. You know what? It's interesting as well for this situation. But yeah, we'll talk deeper. We're going to go deeper to what Randall's situation is. But if you're new to the channel, do me a massive favor. Like, share, subscribe, click on that bell button for notification of the uploads. We appreciate you guys. Stay locked and stay loaded. And don't forget as well, for you guys who are returnees, you got the minerals. You got the minerals. You got the minerals. Stay hydrated, because the streets out there are hot. All right. Listen, let's get into this video. Randall just gave us a little piece of the information that I said about, when you see red flags, you don't run to, you run from. You're seeing a similar pattern from the past. You must now be accountable for your own life and say, I see similar patterns of things happening. This is my chance to learn. Life will give you opportunities to learn certain lessons by the grace of God, should you be alive. And when you're alive and you have those opportunities, you will face the same test over and over and over and over again until you get it right, because it keeps presenting itself. People keep taking advantage of you until you decide to stand up. People are going to keep messing with you until you learn how to fight back, right? And in the right way as well when you're fighting back, right? And Randall's situation here, I said the weeks ago that he should run from Jamala, because when she questioned him in the house as well about the whole tickling your scrotum. I said that was an exaggeration. And bro, at this point, olive juice, exaggeration, the kiss situation. Bro, I need you to go. I need you to go. And do you know what's interesting? Did anybody hear it? I wish I could do it. Maybe I'll do a separate video, because I think I don't have the resources right now to do it, to link different videos in. Earlier on in this episode, Kayla actually says that Randall was her first choice. And actually, it's only until her other choice, which was Mike, began showing more interest, did Randall begin to step back. And she said, oh, then Randall ended up choosing Jamala rather than continuing with Kayla. And I said this as well. I said to you guys, the reason why Randall likes Jamala is because Jamala likes him and he likes her pursuit but doesn't want her. That was my personal opinion, right? My personal opinion was that when Jamala was going after Randall, Randall's interest in Jamala is the fact she likes him. It's a bit like when us guys are like, a girl likes you, and you know what, for the meantime, you don't mind having her there as a placeholder because there ain't anything better at the moment. Also, she gives you a sense of security, so if anything goes wrong, you know you can come back there. That's what I felt. Randall had placed Jamala in that box, and Jamala didn't see it. And, you know, again, you don't have to necessarily agree. It doesn't mean it's absolutely necessary and true, but that's how I felt about the situation. I was like, yeah, I think Jamala is in that box with Randall, right? He really wanted Kayla, okay? All right, but Kayla also got some strength in her, and the brother said he didn't like Kayla. And Jamala is somebody who will want you and covet you and make you feel like a king. But the problem is the king don't want the queen. That's the difference. I want you to make me feel like a king, but I want you too. Making me feel like a king, but I'm not making you feel like a queen is it's equivalent of you being a concubine in this household. And men don't want to marry concubines. Or if they do marry concubines, there's only one reason why. Do you see? It's not a mutual relationship in that aspect. So yes, when I look at red flags, and you see the red flags coming up again, guys, that is your opportunity to break the mold and break the pattern. You have no one else to blame when you keep going through the same pattern and not seeing the pattern and then not correcting the pattern. Baby, I like your smile. Listen, you see the pattern, it's coming your way. My way. Sorry, I just in my head. But you know what? You see the pattern and it's time to shift and move. You see the pattern, it's time to shift it and to move. Do not stay in that same position. It's time to correct things. And so when Randall said that, I said, yep, Randall, change it. You're hearing her do the exact same thing your past exes did. Change it, change it, change it, change it, change it, change it, change it. Be attentive, change it. What else? Right? Like, share, subscribe, click on that bell button for notification uploads. We appreciate you guys. Stay locked and stay loaded. We'll see you again very, very soon. Much love and much appreciation. Hey, if you feel led to as well, by all means, cash out me. I appreciate you guys. Well, if it's helped you, if it's spoken to this video,